Here are my final tips for language paper 2. I've got a revision pack that covers all of this in more detail, which you can find from the link in my profile. Question number 1, double check your answers. It is an easy question, but it's also an easy question to make mistakes on, and you don't want to be missing any marks on this first question, so double check your answers. Question 2, don't analyze language here. You won't get any marks for it. Instead, include inferences, and that's actually probably the most important thing. So if you take one thing away from this video, take that. Also, if you're aiming for top marks, try to develop your inferences. Question 3 is a language question, and it's actually the exact same question as paper 1, question 2, except here it's worth 4 more marks. This will ask you to look at one of the sources and a specific section of the text, so make sure you look at the correct source and the correct line numbers in order to score highly. Here, analyze language in as much detail as possible. You want to really break it down. Ideally, I'd aim for 3 paragraphs for this question. Question 4 is another comparison question, and you can talk about language and or structure here. Try to think about the perspectives of the writers and how that impacts the techniques and the words that they use. For example, one of the sources will be a modern source and the other source will be an older source. So you might want to think about, how does the time in which they're writing impact the way in which they're communicating this information. Make sure you listen to what the question is looking for and only compare similarities or differences, depending on what it's asking you to do. I'd probably aim for about 3 paragraphs on this one as well. And finally, for question number 5, the letter, article, or speech, make sure you use the correct formatting for if it's a letter or an article or a speech. I'd also include a range of punctuation, so your semicolons, your dashes, your brackets, a range of high-level vocabulary that actually fits into your writing, and a range of persuasive techniques. Space it out clearly on the page and leave a whole line between each paragraph. Try and use short and long sentences for effect, and if you're feeling ambitious, include a counter-argument and then discredit it. So basically countering the counter-argument. It will all be over tomorrow, so best of luck with it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments.